Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Avanti Morocha. Today I'm going to show you how to make a large wooden name sign using Glowforge. If you are not familiar with Glowforge, check my video about it. If you are interested in this machine, you can use my referral link which can save you up to $500 when purchasing a machine, and it helps me to create more content. Now let's begin. I'm using this piece of a quarter birch plywood that my husband cut. It has a dimension of 20 by 48 inches. This is a leftover piece from a large 4x8 sheet we got at Home Depot last year. Before doing a large cut, I recommend making a few test cuts. I have used this material before with the following settings: 140 speed, full power, 1 pass, and I masked both sides. However, there were too many scorch marks initially, but I was able to reduce them by using a piece of cardstock on the base. For this cut, I make a few test cuts. For this one, I use a speed of 120, full power, 1 pass, and I didn't mask the piece. The top looked fine, but the bottom has so many scorch marks. The deeper they are, the more sanding you are going to do. For this one, I use a speed of 120, power 100, passes 1, and no masking. The top looks fine, but the bottom still has deeper scorch marks. However, they are fewer than the previous. For this one, I use a speed of 120, power 100, passes 1, and I place cardstock on the base. This cut was better. There are no scorch marks at the bottom. For this, I use a speed of 140, power 100, passes 1, and I place a piece of cardstock on the base. This one was one of the best cuts. I used the same settings without adding the cardstock to the base, and the result was excellent. I'll be using these settings. You can only make pass-through cuts using Glowforge Pro. The pass-through slot in the front and back allow for materials that are 20 inches wide up to a quarter-inch thick and as long as you want. You will fit the material from the back. Open the lid and the front door and remove the front shield. Unscrew these two black nuts. Remove the shield. Now remove the tray. Move the laser arm. This will make it easy to unscrew the shield in the back. Remove the shield. These shields have the name engraved so you know where to put them back. Move the arm back to its place and the same with the tray. Load the material from the back of the printer towards the front. I'm using Illustrator for this project, but you could also use CorelDRAW, Inkscape, Silhouette Studio, the Designer Edition, or other graphic software. Your design should not be wider than 19.5 inches or 49.5 centimeters, but it can be infinity long. In this case, my design is 17 by 43 inches. I'll show you how to prepare the text. I'm using Bashirak script, a fun part of my membership to Creative Fabrica. Since this font has a thinner stroke, I'll add 12 points. I'm not too fond of the upper L of this font, so I'll change it for another. Before that, I'll change this text to shape, go to Object, Expand, and click OK. Now go back to Object, Expand, and make sure Fill and Stroke are selected, click OK. Now open the Pathfinder and create a compound. I'll open a little more of the negative space from the O and E. For this, you will need to know more about anchor points. I'll use the upper L from Ada Guest script. I'll change it from text to shape. I'll modify the L to look more similar to the primary font. Now select the name, open the Pathfinder panel, and click on Create Compound. Finally, save it as an SVG file. I'm in the Glowforge software and I'll upload the file. Let me zoom out so you can see what I'm doing. Rotate the design. Move and resize artwork as you wish, but be sure to respect the margins. Now I'll select the layer and the operation, which is cut. I'm using manual settings, speed 140, power 100, and one pass. Click on the three-dot menu and then turn on the Pro Passthrough option. Remember, this is only available on Glowforge Pro. Now click on Set Focus and click on the center of your screen. Now click on Print. The first cut will be 4 minutes and 43 seconds. I fast forward this part of the video. Don't immediately leave the lid or move your material when the print is done. Wait until you receive instructions in the app sidebar. Follow the instructions. Glowforge will take some pictures, don't move the material or open the lid. This process will take about 1 minute. Slide the materials toward the front of the Glowforge so that there are at least 3 inches of the previous print still on the bed. You can lift the lid during this step. As you can see, I brought the material forward and I have at least 3 inches of the previous cut on the bed. This is going to help Glowforge to align the next piece. Continue, don't move the material or open the lid. This process will take about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, the project aligns. If you are unhappy with how it looks, you can retry the alignment. In my case, it looks perfect. Continue. This cut will take 2 minutes and 45 seconds. I fast forward this part of the video. Now you will follow the same steps we did before. This time this cut will take 3 minutes 17 seconds. I fast forwarded this part of the video. Follow the same steps. The thing that takes more time is the alignment. This cut will take 2 minutes 57 seconds. I fast forwarded this part of the video. Follow the same steps. This cut will take 4 minutes 21 seconds. I fast forwarded this part of the video. Follow the same steps. This is the last cut and it will take 16 seconds. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The total cutting time was 18 minutes 31 seconds and the total alignment time was 25 minutes. The total time including positioning the material was 45 minutes. The cut looks great, but there were a few points where the cut didn't go all the way through. I'll use my cutter to open the areas. Push the design to remove it from the sheet. If you want, you can always add more power, but remember, more power, there is more risk that you get the backside scorched. I particularly like this cut because there aren't scorch marks. Finally, I lightly sanded the front. I hope you like this project. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you are interested in a Glowforge, you can use my referral link, which can save you up to $500 when purchasing a machine. If you are new to my channel and you like what you see, hit the subscription button, tap the notification bell so you get informed every time I release a new video. Don't forget to visit my blog, follow me on my social media, like this video, and share it with your loved ones. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.